Toodles, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to go back to the kitchen and cook, and I'm making aglio olio. And if you don't know what that means, it's basically olive oil pasta with some garlic and a little bit of other ingredients. It's very simple. So let's just get started because I'm starving. You need 2 pinches of red pepper flakes, salt, pepper, olive oil, garlic, spaghetti noodles, and Parmesan cheese. I'm so irritated right now. This camera stand is so bad. I need to get a new one. But anyways, stay tuned to the end of the cooking part if you want to watch me eat and have a little chit chat. You're gonna need to bring a pot of water to boil for your pasta. I like a lot of garlic, so I have 6 garlic cloves, but they are the little middle pieces, so they're smaller than the outside larger cloves. That's why there's 6 of them. Normally I would do 3. And we're just going to mince these up. You're gonna need another pan and turn it to medium low. And I'm gonna drizzle a lot of olive oil, probably about 4 tablespoons of olive oil in a pan. And then we're gonna go ahead and just add all the garlic to the pan. Once the water is boiling for the pasta, we're gonna add salt. And I would add about a tablespoon of salt because you want it to be as salty as the mother effing sea. And then we're also going to go ahead and add the pasta. And you're gonna kinda wanna mush it down so these ends that are sticking out don't get crispy by the super high temp fire you have raging underneath here. So you just want to bend them down until they all get nice and submerged. Might take a little bit, but trust me, you do not want some crunchy pasta. Once the garlic starts sizzling, I like to turn it all the way down to low because the last thing you want to do in Italian cooking is burn that garlic because it's going to taste really bitter and really bad. And we could also go ahead and add those crushed red pepper flakes, about 2 pinches. If you don't like spice, I would suggest only adding 1 little pinch of the red pepper flakes. But I'm a spicy lady, so I add 2, but you do what you like. We're gonna check back in with the pasta and we're gonna stir it around so the noodles don't get too stuck together, because that would also be a terrible thing to have happen. The reason I am obsessed with this dish, and it's one of my favorites that I ever make, is because I always have olive oil, I always have salt, I always have garlic. And you don't always need the parm. When I was vegan, I ate it without the parm. I actually added toasted Italian seasoned breadcrumbs instead of parm, which is a good idea if you're vegan. But it's just a simple dish and you always have the ingredients lying around. So the pasta, I'm gonna taste it because you don't want to overcook it. Perfectly al dente. Some people like really mushy pasta, but I prefer to cook it. Has a little bit texture left to it. I'm doing like the Italian hand. So we're gonna go ahead and get a ladle here, and you're probably like, Gabby, what are you doing with that? You see all that nice white foam at the top of this water? That is starchy, delicious pasta water that is salted. And I'm just gonna take a small ladle of it and add it right to the olive oil. And you're probably like, why are you doing that? Because it makes the pasta taste better, gives a little bit of creaminess, and it's a little bit of starch. And then we're gonna strain the pasta because we don't need the rest of the water. Pasta into the sauce, and we're going to turn the heat up a little bit, back to that medium low, and we're gonna cook the pasta for a little while in the sauce, just so the olive oil and the peppers and everything kind of get stuck to it, and a little bit of that sauce adheres to the noodles. At this point, I'm gonna add some grinds of pepper. I like a little bit of pepper, well, a lot of bit of pepper. Now at this point, we're gonna add the cheese because we got the pasta all nice and plated. And I like to take a box grater to this size and just grate the cheese. Now, my suggestion to you is to get the good cheese. So this square of cheese is 0.65 pounds, and it was $11.04. And you might think, wow, that's really expensive for that little amount of cheese. It's way more expensive than Kraft. But this cheese is a lot more pungent than Kraft, so you don't have to use as much and it'll go a long way. And then I'm just gonna sprinkle it all over the pasta. I'm gonna enjoy my delicious pasta now. And I just wanted to have a little chit chat because in my last video, me and Jessie were kind of losing my mind. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're interested, me and Jessie are pregnant, and we found out some kind of crappy news in the last video, and I had a little meltdown and I went on a little tangent. But good news is I contacted my insurance company, and my pregnancy doctor's visits are covered by my insurance, just not the ultrasounds. So I'm gonna have this first ultrasound because I'm excited about it and I wanna see the baby. But I'm gonna tell them, like, my insurance doesn't cover this, so I don't wanna have another ultrasound unless it's absolutely necessary, or like way towards the end of my pregnancy, because I don't really feel like it's necessary to have an ultrasound at every single doctor's appointment. I mean, it'd be nice if it was included, like, yeah, I want to see my baby, but I don't really feel like paying like $300 and some just to look inside my stomach for like 5 minutes. Doesn't seem like very worth it to me. Also, oh my god, this is so good. Like, what else can you make that has such simple ingredients and is so good? Like, this is like a fancy meal if you want it to be. Add some wine, get some like nice bread, whole meal. And trust me on the parm, get the good parm. Just get it once, try it out. Make sure it's from Italy. I know there's some that are from America that are good, but it's nothing like what comes straight from the motherland of Italy. Like, I'm serious, it's so good. Got my little bubbly. I also talked to my mom about the ultrasound, and she told me that she only had one ultrasound in between all 3 of her kids. Like, only one time did she ever get an ultrasound having 3 kids. That's crazy. Like, they give them all the time, especially like those 3D ones. I bet you a 3D ultrasound is like $600 and some. I'm good. I'll see the baby when it comes out, you know? This is really good pasta. Can you just look at this pasta? Look at it. This bite is so good. Mmm. Well, I think that's it. For today's video. Let me know if you like these cooking videos. I do want to start cooking again a lot because I'm just sitting around and I'm bored. And also, me and Jesse are not trying to go out to eat anymore because honestly, during this time, every time we go out to eat, it's always a disappointment. Like, it's never that great. And I feel like we could cook better stuff at home. So, probably gonna make a lot more cooking videos coming up in the future. So, stay tuned for that. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.